Hello and welcome, gamers. Overwatch 2 has been seeing some serious competition from Marvel rivals, and just as a lot of people suspected, it has prompted them to make some pretty serious changes. One of which is they are now adding a new mode called Stadium. Of course, because this is their new mode, they're offering all types of incentives to do this, but let's just go ahead and see what Stadium is all about. Oh. Alright, here we go. Is that a limited amount of heroes? Like a fixed or set pool of heroes you can select from? Which is, if so, that's pretty interesting. That's definitely going to keep it fresh. I mean, it's not super similar to Mystery Heroes, but it will have kind of that element where at least you won't be a slave to the meta, I guess. But let's see what happens here. Buy and equip powerful upgrades for your heroes between rounds. Power up your build. Powers of the core of your build. Choose wisely. They cannot be changed once equipped. Choose from 2 example builds to get started. Explore all the available options. Okay. I'll just go with the surgical astronaut, I suppose. But what does it do? Can now critically hit both allies and enemies. Okay. Ooh, so is it all third person? I wasn't 100% sure. Wow, this feels weird already. It's gonna be... Never mind. I'm not gonna say some gooner shit. Okay, yes I am. It's gonna be distracting playing as Juno. I don't know, third-person Overwatch. Honestly, I'm putting together this is my first time playing third-person Overwatch. And honestly, that could be a really cool dynamic. Weapon, ability, survival, power. This is going to be very complex and confusing. I can't even imagine, like, being a content creator who's gonna make guides about this. It kinda is crazy that Marvel Rivals drops and Overwatch is just willing to, like, try third person, honestly. That's completely nutty to me. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know. We'll see. That's what we're here for, right? Oh yeah. Playing some Juno. This is a little disoriented. Ooh, I got a kill. So, I mean, the lives are fixed, right? Like, they don't get to respawn. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Diva. Are we gonna cap it? Okay, what happens now? I am kinda digging the third person. I thought I would kinda hate it, but it's not awful. It's kinda nice. It almost gives you like a little more field of view, almost. I mean, it kind of like puts you further back from the action. Okay, so I died. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, we have a kill cam. A kill cam right after a kill is kind of sweet. I wouldn't mind that in normal Overwatch. I don't know why games don't do kill cams. I don't know how complicated it is to implement, but I would really like to see what exactly happened, huh? Third person, at the very least, makes me want to, like, try every single character available. Oh, I'm ulting. I don't know if this is a bad time to do such a thing, but we're doing it. Yeah, no, my mercy. Uh-oh, I hear the buzzer. No! Nice. Okay. So there's BTY, which might be bounty, I guess. And then this other thing, is that like stadium points? Okay. Bounties, 600. Eliminations, damage, healing, round earnings, 13,000 points. This is a little more confusing than I thought it was going to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, so we have a new tier of stuff down here. I see. So normally you would probably be picking from here, right? But then just because we have these example builds, after healing an ally, gain 10%. Okay, I like that. So I've already been picking for a second here, and there's still 30 seconds left, so I'm guessing it's about a minute for the armory phase. Kind of a long time. Items can be sold back to the armory for full value. I'm doing pretty well as far as stadium points goes. This is like kind of a lot more complex than I thought it was going to be. This is really interesting. I mean, like, this is halfway to a new game almost. I don't really want to say that, but like, what an interesting thing, because they can just kind of create a game mode, put it in third person, and now they have something, I guess kind of similar to Marvel Rivals. Again, haven't played Rivals, so I don't know exactly how accurate that is. I mean, Overwatch, since Marvel Rivals has done quite a lot of stuff to freshen the game up, they are clearly feeling the pressure. But it might lead to some actually cool stuff. I don't know. I really don't feel like I've seen a whole lot of people on social media or in general talking about stadiums, so I don't know. Maybe people's minds aren't made up about it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and ult on these kids, honestly. No! Heal. Heal, my homies. Hide behind the thing. Man. I don't know. I kind of like the third person a lot more than I thought I would, to be honest. And no, it's not just because of the character I'm playing. I should have checked the armory. Maybe you're not allowed to use the armory in between rounds at all, actually. Maybe I'm wrong about that. You probably can't. Ooh, that might be crazy too, because if you can only use them in between rounds, that means each round is going to get progressively more intense. Oh, that's destruction right there. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, they said something about Juno. Oh my gosh. Still doing pretty good arena points wise, or whatever points they're called. Ally MVP. I wasn't the MVP. Come on now. My god. First to 4 points wins. Damn, so these are gonna be pretty long and drawn out games too. I don't know how that fits within Overwatch, just because, I mean, I don't know. One nice thing about Overwatch is they're not super long rounds. Like, this is the game that I play to, like, do a quick game for 10 minutes, you know? So, I guess I can sell these? Oh. Okay, right-click it to sell it. Oh, so I can do another power. That's huge! This seems to me like it's going to get pretty complicated. And the builds are going to be really crazy. The thing that I think I'm seeing here, though, and what I suspect Blizzard did, is take systems that were intended for PvE. Because I know that was something they were talking about. They were talking about giving players the ability to, like, customize and upgrade their class, and I think they have rehashed that into perks and now stadium. Honestly, them adding perks went over really well with the community, I think, especially considering, in my opinion, how difficult something like that would be to manage and to balance. I think that's the craziest part, is they just one day suddenly slapped all of these perks into the game, and they kind of just worked pretty well. I mean, they are tweaking them and have been tweaking them since they came out, which is to be expected. But I mean, perks really add a whole nother layer of complexity to every single character, and have the potential to greatly affect the meta. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not as much as I think, but I mean, some of those perks, I mean, they're crazy. Like, I know on Sojourn, you just get, like, you can get almost, like, well, I think it's 15 extra rounds per magazine. And it's like, that's gonna make a massive impact on your gameplay, dude. Like, you have 1.5 times your magazine capacity, basically. I mean, that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna ult. Maybe it's gonna be bad, but me and this diva, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, man. Okay. It does seem like the timing of all of this, that Stadium and perks and all that stuff are a reaction to Marvel Rivals, but I think they had the elements of it already in process in some way, shape, or form. Maybe Marvel Rivals help them kind of figure out what they're gonna do. First to 4 wins. These are gonna be super duper drawn out. And I'm getting worried about my pizza in the oven. Maybe I can sell some of these and then buy some of the higher tier ones. Okay, common, rare, epic. Wow, wait, is this a new map? Or is this like a different version of Coliseo? This looks really sick. Oh yeah, dude, actually, This map and this area is super cool. Holy crap. I really digging this. Oh no, both the healers are over here. We're dumb. This is pretty fun. Honestly, I could see this getting like a little addictive. I mean, this is really a lot to take in. I'll have to play it a lot more to the point where I'm pretty familiar with it. And maybe even like start learning some upgrades on certain characters. Oh my gosh. And the other painful thing about this is, like, in our current situation, where it's, like, 1v3, the pressure and the morale, like, especially the morale that people are gonna feel, like, we are going to just probably throw this. I hate to say that, but, like, that's how people are. If it looks like it's a done deal, and it looks like it's unrecoverable, people will give up. And that's just being real. So I'm just gonna go back to the example one and just go with that. This can definitely get... Okay, so survival, ability, weapon. Weapon, ability, survival. So yeah, I mean, in a situation like this, where we would have to win 3 rounds in a row to win, I mean, morale is probably going to be at a rock bottom. Which I don't love. I don't know, I'm the kind of person who, like... I don't want to accept defeat. You have to actually defeat me. You can't get me to the point where it's 1v3 and I give up. You have to win against me. Not that that's saying much. It plays a lot better than I guess I would expect. I don't know why I expected it to be so clunky and bad. Especially because, like, so many games you play in third person anyway. I mean, like, Monster Hunter Wilds, which is, like, my most played game right now, is, like, super third person. I don't know if all... Maybe I should check to see if there's a difference between regular Stadium and competitive Stadium, because maybe all of Stadium is just its own competitive thing, which I would be okay with, because separating this into casuals and competitive, I don't know. It seems like it's too much, and I feel like you would be spreading players too thin. Alright, I'm definitely falling behind as far as... pointage for my team goes. I feel like it might be really easy to get points as a healer though, because you can both heal and do a lot of damage. I don't know what's racking up the points though. Dude, someone is also way too powerful here. That's the other scary thing, is like I don't know what the enemy, I don't know what other characters' perks are. So the enemies may get like super souped up and not even be aware of it. Oh yes, buddy. Keeping everybody alive. Oh yeah. I mean, I can already tell, like, now that we're in, I think, the fourth or fifth round of this, I can already tell that there's a lot of craziness going on as far as, like, outgoing damage. Like, I just saved somebody's life, and there's no reason I should have been able to do that. And I don't know exactly what it was. The thing is, there's a couple characters that will do, like, backflips or flip when you jump, or do a double jump. Like, Genji will double jump, but you never experience it in first person, which is kind of weird. So you can see Genji doing double jumps, but it's just like a normal jump to you. Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. Honestly, I felt like that was really close. Dude, Mercy got to play the game? That's kind of nuts. Okay, so there is... What? Okay, wins grant 3 progress, losses grant 1. So it is basically all ranked. I was thinking they had a casual and then a competitive one. I was gonna say, you know, it makes like almost no sense to do that. You might as well just make it its own thing with its own leaderboard ranking, which is, looks like that's what they did. You know what? This is fantastic. Now I can be bronze in not 1 but 2 types of games. This is excellent. Alright, and that concludes my first ever Stadium match in Overwatch 2. This has been a lot of fun. This is definitely different. Again, I do think this is a response to Marvel Rivals. They're introducing some things that are kind of interesting, like third person. third person is something that I like a lot more than I thought I would. It's cool to have kill cams after each kill. Being able to upgrade and build out your character is really cool. I can see there being a ton of depth there. Not to mention it's super interesting to play, and it's really cool to be able to like change and become stronger in your character. One odd thing is it does seem like you have a limited pool of heroes to choose from, which is fine. It sounds like they're adding heroes. I don't know if they're just going to eventually add every hero or if they're going to rotate for each season or what. That can definitely make it awkward, especially if you feel like there's not heroes that you really like in the current meta. I think it's going to get really complicated as far as the meta goes because you have a limited pool of heroes to choose from, and then on top of that you also have all of these crazy complicated perks, and if someone, I don't know, finds some kind of build that's really effective, who knows. But basically my first impressions are this is really fun, it's definitely super interesting, and it seems more fleshed out than I thought. The maps are really cool, and I think it's going to be the bit of freshness that Overwatch does need. I think the game times do take quite a long time, and that's going to be a significant hurdle for this game mode because they do require a larger time commitment than normal Overwatch matches, so I think that's going to be a little complicated to deal with. But overall, I think being able to upgrade your character through the armory as well as the third person and some other things really give a lot of freshness to this, and it almost feels like a new game in some ways. But I think this is really very interesting. So I do think Marvel Rivals has brought out the better side of Overwatch maybe, but at the same time I think they're still kind of juggling and recycling some stuff from scrap PvE and that sort of thing. Alright, thank you so much for watching. This has been my first match of Stadium in Overwatch, and it was a lot of fun. Like and subscribe for more. We're going to talk more about Stadium and Overwatch in general in the future, and check out my other gaming videos. I'll see you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe.